Let's go Broncos! The 2024 season has undoubtedly brought us hope of seeing our team in the playoffs again, and many of us believe in a possible Super Bowl. I know it's very difficult to get there. There are many strong teams, but when we enter a season, we must enter with the mentality of reaching the top prize. We know we need to improve a lot, correct mistakes, but believe me, Sean Payton is waiting to go further. I have something interesting to share with you today, but before I continue, make sure you've already hit the like button if you believe Sean Payton has done a good job with the Denver Broncos. If possible, comment like this: Go Broncos! Go Payton! Last year, the Denver Broncos managed to secure 3 major recognitions in the year-end awards, signaling a resurgence of the team's competitive edge. First, Sean Payton, the team's head coach, was named a finalist for Coach of the Year. This nomination is particularly notable considering the team's bleak expectations heading into the season. Remember, this was a team that was set to win just 5 games. Now, with Payton's leadership and strategic adjustments, the Broncos have surpassed those initial predictions, re-establishing themselves as a force to be reckoned with. Sean Payton's recognition is not just about the wins, but also about the transformation in culture and gameplay. Seeing his name among the finalists is a testament to the resilience and determination of this squad. But it doesn't stop there. On the field, Patrick Surtain too has emerged as a frontrunner for Defensive Player of the Year. In today's game, it's rare for a cornerback to gain such widespread acclaim. The focus often falls on sack leaders and edge rushers, yet Surtain has proven to be a generational talent, shutting down some of the league's top receivers week after week. His dominance has given the Broncos the cornerstone to build their defense around for years to come. It's a nod not only to his skill, but also to the defensive schemes that have allowed him to shine. The recognition for Rookie of the Year also brings Broncos fans reason to celebrate. Offensive rookie Bo Chapman-Nix has turned heads with his impressive performances, earning him a spot among the league's most exciting young players. While there is debate about whether Jaden Daniels of the Commanders will take home the title, the comparison between the two is fascinating. Daniels had a stellar playoff game, but many argue that Bo Nix faced tougher defenses during the regular season, consistently rising to the challenge despite having fewer high-caliber targets to support him. His emergence signals a bright future for Denver's offense, and the possibility of him clinching the award is a thrilling prospect. Despite these accolades, there have been notable snubs that have sparked discussion within Broncos country. Vance Joseph, the team's defensive coordinator, has been overlooked for the Assistant Coach of the Year award, a decision that many fans and analysts have criticized. Joseph's ability to craft a top 10 defense with limited resources and only one first-round pick on the roster, Patrick Surtain, cannot be overstated. His efforts during the 5-game win streak, which included victories over playoff-bound teams, showcased his ability to maximize the potential of his unit. Many argue that he should have been a clear contender, especially compared to other nominees. Another snub worth discussing is Nick Bonitto's exclusion from the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Statistically, Bonitto outperformed some of the league's most celebrated defenders, including T.J. Watt, with more sacks, a critical game-sealing interception, and a fumble recovery return for a touchdown. Bonitto's contributions were undeniable. While it may have been a stretch for the Broncos to have 2 names in the Defensive Player of the Year category, Bonitto's exclusion feels like a missed opportunity to acknowledge his breakout season. On the coaching front, there's a lot happening behind the scenes. The search for a new special teams coordinator has taken a few twists and turns. Darren Rizzi, long speculated to be Sean Payton's top choice, appeared to be heading elsewhere, but now it seems he's back in the mix for Denver. With Rizzi's track record of consistently producing top 10 special teams units, his addition would be a massive upgrade for the Broncos. This development is one to watch closely as the offseason progresses. Meanwhile, league-wide coaching changes continue to create ripple effects. Ben Johnson's move to the Chicago Bears as their new head coach has stirred controversy, with rumors of feuds and unresolved issues from his time in Detroit. Johnson's departure opens the door for potential adjustments in Denver's coaching staff, especially if Darren Rizzi secures his spot. The domino effect of these coaching changes will be something to monitor, particularly with the Raiders and their ongoing search for stability. The final piece of intriguing news revolves around the Raiders' offseason moves. Rumors about Pete Carroll potentially joining the Cowboys instead of the Raiders could dramatically shift the AFC West dynamic. If Carroll does head to Dallas, the Broncos could face a Raiders team led by either a rookie quarterback, a veteran like Aaron Rodgers, or even Russell Wilson. These potential scenarios add another layer of excitement and unpredictability to the division's future. All in all, Broncos fans have every reason to feel optimistic. The combination of well-earned accolades, young talent, and strategic moves in the coaching staff paints a promising picture for the franchise. Now it's time to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the Broncos' representation in the year-end awards? guards. Do you think the snubs were justified, or did Vance Joseph and Nick Bonitto deserve more recognition? And how do you feel about the possibility of Darren Rizzi joining the staff? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Broncos country, your voice matters. As we dive deeper into the ripple effects of these developments, it's essential to highlight just how pivotal these next few months will be for the Denver Broncos. The accolades and recognition the team has already garnered, paired with the potential coaching upgrades, signal that this offseason could be transformative. However, there are still many moving pieces, and how these situations unfold will directly impact the Broncos' ability to build on the momentum from this past season. For starters, the defensive unit deserves a closer examination. Patrick Surtain, too, is undoubtedly a rising star, but the depth and development of the entire defense under Vance Joseph have been nothing short of remarkable. As mentioned earlier, Joseph's snub for Assistant Coach of the Year has sparked outrage among Broncos fans, and understandably so. The numbers don't lie. This defense has performed well above expectations, especially given the limited resources at Joseph's disposal. If Joseph remains with the team, his ability to continue shaping this unit could be a game-changer moving forward. But there's also the looming uncertainty surrounding Joseph's future. As head coaching vacancies across the league are filled, it's not out of the question that Joseph could become a target for teams looking to bolster their staff. Should the Broncos lose him, replacing a coordinator of his caliber won't be an easy task. This makes it even more critical for the front office to solidify its coaching staff quickly, particularly with the possibility of bringing in Darren Rizzi as special teams coordinator. The synergy between the coaching staff will be vital as the team prepares to make a deeper playoff push next season. Speaking of synergy, the offense is another area that demands attention. Bo Chapman-Nix has already proven he has the potential to be a cornerstone of the team's offensive identity. His regular season performances against top-tier defenses showcased his ability to thrive under pressure. However, the Broncos must ensure they surround him with the tools and support he needs to succeed. This includes bolstering the offensive line, developing additional receiving threats, and continuing to refine the offensive play calling under Sean Payton's guidance. If the front office can address these needs effectively, the Broncos could find themselves with a dynamic offense that complements their already impressive defense. Let's not forget the divisional implications of all the offseason drama. The AFC West has long been one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, and the Broncos are right in the thick of it. The uncertainty surrounding the Raiders, particularly their quarterback situation, could present an opportunity for Denver to capitalize. Whether Las Vegas opts for a veteran like Aaron Rodgers, sticks with Aiden O'Connell, or takes a gamble on a rookie, the Broncos have an excellent chance to establish themselves as the dominant force in the division. Let us know in the comments what you think about all the recent developments. Do you believe in this team's direction? How do you feel about the potential coaching changes and the recognition for Surtain and Nix? And finally, what moves do you think the Broncos should prioritize as they prepare for next season? The road ahead is filled with promise, and we want to hear your take on what's next for Broncos country. Let's ride this wave of optimism together.